Hello everybody, this is exciting, isn't it? I'm in a different area. Look at this. I thought, well, get the sofa all comfy and I can sit in a different area. That looks like we've got some beer up there. It's got a cactus in it. It's recycled. If you can't, if she goes, was it Steve Austin? I think he's a wrestler. And so I popped a cactus in the top for Neil so we could keep the can, in case you think, oh, I've got a whole row of cans, or we do those things where you just ping balls and knock cans over. It's not that, it's a decoration with a cactus in it. Yes, I'm in a different area. I've got my embroidery here to show you because I have finished another one, and I will have a little bit of a chat with you. I've just washed my hair so it looks extra weird. I'm waiting for it to dry. I can't really blow dry my hair because it goes even fluffier than it does normal. It doesn't like heat. If it gets any heat near it, it goes ah, and just puffs up even more. So let's show this first of all. So this is my embroidery that I've been working on for my 4 embroidery square quilt. Hasn't really got a name. It's going to be a lap quilt, and I'm going to use the 4 embroidery floral designs. Finished 2 already. This is the 3rd one, and then when I have 4, I'm going to patchwork them and make them into a square lap quilt, and I'm going to add more embroidery and bits and pieces on as well. So I'm looking forward to making that. So that was, I really love doing those, as you can tell because I'm talking about them all the time. And I've also had a different idea, because when I got Wilhelmina Mouse out the other day, because she was hiding in the Etsy tower box, Etsy fail box, I thought I could make another mouse for Helen's Mousy Mal. Mouse along, Mal along, mouse along, Mal along. mouse along. I could make another mouse for Helen at Mousy Makes. Is doing a mouse along, make along this month. And we're only halfway through, so I've made one. I thought, I wonder if I could make a half size. Wilhelmina is from the Lunar Lapin book. I wonder if I can make a half size one of her from the book. If I can photocopy the pattern from the book 50%, I'm going to make a small one. I don't know whether that will work. I don't even know if I've got any printer ink left, to be honest. I think some of it's run out, but I'm going to have a try. So I'm going to do that in a moment. I'm going to have a cup of tea, have my mid-morning snacks, oat cakes, dried fruit, walnuts, cup of tea, and a chewy vitamin. That's going to be my morning as always. I like routine. And yeah, then I'm going to see if I can print out the half size. I keep wanting to say half price. It's a half size pattern. And see if I can make, I'm sure I've got some felt. I can use different coloured felt. I don't mind what colour. I'm sure I've got some somewhere. I'll have a little look, see what I can find, and yeah, maybe hand sew a little mouse over the next couple of days. I'm going to go and see if I can do that now. This is the second time I'm filming this, so I've already filmed it once and I hadn't pressed play, record. So I found, when I was looking for something else, the remainder of the Lovely Man fabric. And you may have thought there was only one Lovely Man, but no, there's a selection of lovely men. So here we have the first one, who I'm going to call Dave. Dave has got, unfortunately, he's ripped his shirt. It's open a little bit, and he is chopping some wood. He's got his safety first. He's got his trousers tucked into his boots, so he doesn't get them caught on anything. And he's chopping some wood. We have a tent. And who have we got here? We have, I think I'm going to call him Roger. I'm making myself laugh. He's got his fishing rod. He's at Lake Lodge. He's got his fishing rod, and he's just giving us a smile before he catches some fish from the lake. That's Roger. And here we have Don. These are no relation to real people. I'm literally just making these names up as I go along. Don is climbing because he's got rope on him. So he's got his, I feel like he should have more safety wear on his top half, because if he fell, he would scratch himself, wouldn't he? He might graze his arms or chest or back. So Don, you need to be a bit more careful. He's got his boots on, but Don't think he takes safety too seriously on the mountain, does he? We've got a tiny tent, which I'm not sure who's going to fit in there. And then we have Frederick, the last one. Frederick looks a bit worried. Don't know why. I think it's because he's got something on his back, but it's not clear what he's actually going to be doing. So I think maybe he's just confused. He looks at the start of a race and he's going to start running, doesn't he? And then we have just the head, because the rest has been cut off by the edge of the fabric. We have the very familiar, the original Lovely Man from the Peg Bag. I think he was my favourite, that's why I cut him up to make the Peg Bag. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of the men. I don't think I'm going to do any. I'll just fold them up and put them back in the drawer, I expect. So this is Alexander Henry fabric, and you can just see why I love them, can't you? So much to look at. There we go. Hello. We have an update on the mouse situation. I can't print a pattern smaller, and I don't want to make a big one. I don't know why, I just don't. I want to make a small, cute little mouse. So I might look for another pattern, or I might go and sit in the garden because the sun's out. If the sun stays out, I'm definitely going to sit in the garden because it hasn't been out at all for me to I just want to sit with a cup of tea or coffee in the garden with a book, you know, just relax and feel the warmth of the sun on my skin. But I don't know, hopefully some of the clouds will go and it'll be nice to sit out there. It is 11 o'clock and my Etsy things went live at 10 o'clock and lots of people have bought things. So thank you. And someone has bought the Lovely Man Peg Bag. So I'm sorry if anyone else is disappointed and they wanted the Lovely Man Peg Bag. But I did show you the fabric. I do have more fabric. I get lots of orders. I don't generally take orders, but I just have loads of orders for Lovely Men Peg Bag or the Lovely Man Pinny or Lovely Man Bag or all sorts. But no, I'm not actually going to do that. The fabric was fun. I don't really know why I bought that fabric. I think I just thought, oh, that was a bit different and a bit fun. And now someone is going to have fun when they're hanging out there washing, and I think it will put a smile on their face because every time they get a peg out, they'll see the lovely man's face. What else was I going to talk to you about? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing this afternoon. If it stays nice, I might go for a walk. I don't know. I feel like it's the weekend and I'm vlogging. I definitely need to do something exciting because I haven't had much excitement during the week of doing things, and now it's the weekend and I feel like, oh, I should be out and about and driving about and doing things, whereas I'm just here with a blanket talking to you and having cups of teas and cups of coffees and snacks. I will see. It will be a surprise. I will see you again later today and tell you what I've been doing or what I haven't been doing. See you in a bit. I've just read this pattern for Sweet Pea she doesn't have any arms or legs, it's just a body and a head and a tail in this book. So I might cut the pattern out and try and make her and add my own arms and legs, or she could just have a dress on and you couldn't see that she hasn't got any arms or legs. I'm not sure, but I think it's what I'm going to do. It's got cold again, so I've got my hoodie on. So many different angles for this video. Are you impressed? I'm over there, I'm over here, all over the place. I have pattern pieces for Sweet Pea, the little mouse, and I've found, don't laugh, another half-finished Luna Lapin. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm feeling I'm never going to finish this Luna Lapin, although I'm sure she would have been a lovely rabbit, I'm going to use the fabric. I could even use that ear, pretend it's a mouse ear, couldn't I? Not pretend it's a mouse ear, turn it into a mouse ear. And I've got, I hope this is big enough. Yeah, so I've got enough of these bits half finished, so that's what's going to be. It's going to be a half finished Luna Lapin. It's going to turn into Sweet Pea the mouse. But it might not be today, but I'm going to start it now. I thought you might be a little bit interested to know how I'm going to turn this mouse ear pattern from this to this mouse ear. So I have basically put this on the bottom because it happens to be exactly the same size. Just cut a circle, semicircle around there, a bit bigger there, because I want big ears, and I've got a little bit of a seam allowance that I'm adding on there as well, and turn it inside out, and then I can just stitch all the way around, turn it inside out again, and then I have a mouse ear, hopefully. Head and ears off to the sewing machine area. This is quite exciting, this is. You wake up and you don't know what you're going to craft, and then you suddenly think of something, and it's something completely different to what you thought you might make. Stitched around the outside, zigzags around the outside, and there we have a perfect little mouse here. I've stitched around the head, but I haven't turned that inside out yet. And I've got this handy tool, which I can't remember what it is initially supposed to be for, but I can use it for turning things out and pushing in the edges. Do you think I need a new pin? This will be a mouse head shortly. Does she look like a mouse yet? I'm not sure. Wait and see. The tube and pencil method that I showed you how to use for long thin things, you can even use it just for little fiddly things, because I just used it for that and the head, which were really hard to turn out. So you can use it for anything small and fiddly that you can't really do with your fingers, especially if you've got exceedingly fat thumbs like me. Don't stand a chance of doing it with your fingers. Right, let's push those out. I'll give them a little iron at the front, I think. I would say working with felt, it's very forgiving. It stretches a little bit, but you can sometimes stretch it too much. So although in some ways it's good, in some ways it isn't. So I'm not reading the pattern, which isn't a good idea, is it? But I presume you fold those under. Yeah, I definitely need smaller thumbs for this. But I'll pretend that's folded under neatly, and then they go on the side of the head like that, I guess. Oh, very nice. Hello, mouse update. I'm not sure how much more I'm going to get a chance to do today, so I thought I would just show you how far I've got so far. So got stuffed head. I'm going to use the rest of the ear for the body. I've gone away from the pattern, basically. Forgotten about it, not even looking at the pattern. That's going to be the body. So I'm going to stuff that. The pattern didn't have legs, so I've made, out of the Lunar Lapin's legs that I hadn't stitched, I've just cut out a couple of shapes. These are going to be the little mice legs, and I'm going to fold that under and stitch those. It's quite hard to show you. Stitch those on the inside of the fabric like that. Lost her head. Let's take the head off. So body, I'm going to fold this under, stitch these round, leave a little gap, turn them out. Two little legs, or are they arms? Legs, and then she'll have two little legs, and I'll do the same for arms, but they will be stitched on afterwards, whereas I'm going to stitch this on before I put the body on, I think. But that's all ready and in action, and I'm going to leave that now, so I'm going to have something to eat, and I think we're going out just to town this afternoon, so I probably won't film that. So I think I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a lovely day.